Reading Pioneers is proud to present The Month of Christmas, Day 6 to 10, written by C. Mice. Day 6, Game Day. On Day 6, the elves play card games and board games and other games like marbles and jacks. Day 6 is a special day for games. The elves love card games. They play Old Maid, Go Fish, Crazy Eights, Fairy cards, Elf cards, and Jack cards. Did you know Old Maid was played back in the 1800s during the time of Queen Victoria? Some people say it came from a French or German card game. Here are some of the cards the elves use to play. Go Fish was invented in England by John Jacques Jr. way back in 1851. It was first called Happy Families and appeared at the Grand Exhibition in Hyde Park, London. Crazy Eights began in the 1930s. It is similar to the game Switch, played in the United Kingdom, and to Mau Mau, popular in Germany. Uno, which is similar to Crazy Eights, was invented in 1971 by Merle Robbins, a barber in Reading, Ohio. Fairy cards was invented by the Pink Sugar Plum Fairies. She made a deck of magic colored cards. The players get 7 cards and must match their cards to the colored card that magically appears. Up to 4 people can play at once, taking turns. The first one to have matched all their cards is the winner. You can even play it by yourself, kind of like solitaire. If players do not have a color card that matches the magic card, they must draw one from the card deck. Elf cards was invented by the elves, of course. There are 2 decks of cards, one red, one green. One player chooses a card from either deck. Then the other player chooses a card from either deck. The player with the higher number card keeps the cards. If it is a tie, they each keep their card. When all the cards are gone, the player with the most cards is the winner. Elf cards is similar to the card game War. No one knows when War was invented. It is a very old game. Jack cards was invented by Jack Frost. It is similar to blackjack, but instead of 21, players take turns picking a number between 1 and 50 as the number to get. That is the magic number. Jack loves to be the dealer, and few elves have ever beaten him. He deals out 2 cards, and then he and the other players can draw more cards or stay with the cards they have. Whoever is closest to the magic number wins and keeps the cards. The player with the most cards, when all the cards are gone, is the winner. Get a deck of cards and play. Blackjack originated in France around 1700. Some elves say Jack saw the game at that time, but he says he invented it, and the French copied him. What do you think? The elves also love board games. They play Santa's Trip, Ludo, and Candy Cane Land. Santa's Trip is a game like Chutes and Ladders. Did you know Chutes and Ladders, also called Snakes and Ladders, originated in ancient India and was brought to Great Britain in the 1890s? Ludo is based on Parcheesi, which is also an Indian game from the 6th century. Ludo first appeared in England in 1896 when the Royal Navy modified Parcheesi to make it. In 1930, William Henry Story filed a patent for Sorry, which is also based on Parcheesi. Candy Cane Land is a game similar to Candy Land, which was designed in 1948 by Eleanor Abbott. while she was recovering from polio in San Diego, California. In 2005, Candyland was inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame at the Strong Museum in Rochester, New York. The elves also play jacks, tiddlywinks, marbles, pickup sticks, and ball and cup. Did you know jacks is also called jackstones and knucklebones? The modern game with a ball and 10 jacks was first described in colonial times. It used a wooden ball. Jack Frost says he invented this too. What do you think? Tiddlywinks began as a parlor game in Victorian England. A bank clerk, Joseph Ashton Fincher, filed the original patent application for the game in 1888. Marbles has been played for a very long time. Archaeologists found stone marbles dating back to 2500 BC in Pakistan. The first glass marbles were probably made in Germany around 1850. I love marbles. They are so pretty. Pickup sticks is also called jackstraws or spillikins. It is unclear when and where it started, but one possible origin is with the Native Americans, who passed the game on to the colonists. Ball and cup is a game of skill. The player must swing the cup so that a ball attached to a string swings up into it. It is called balero in many Spanish-speaking countries, and bilboquet in France. It was invented in the 14th century. A version with 3 cups called kendama is popular in Japan. The elves also like to play billiards, pinball, and darts. Jack Frost especially likes billiards, and he is quite good. Did you know billiards, or pool, evolved from a lawn game similar to croquet, played sometime during the 15th century in Northern Europe? The green cloth on the table simulates grass, and the balls were pushed rather than struck with a cue stick. The elves also invented a billiards game. You can hit any ball into another to knock it in the pocket. They call this game elf pool. The goal is to shoot all 16 balls into holes in the fewest number of shots. One elf did it in 13 shots. Jack says he did it in 1 shot. No elf believes him. Pinball began back in the 1800s and evolved into a game called bagatelle. Over time, it became more like the arcade games you see today. In 1932, the first coin-operated pinball game was made. Baffle Ball was the first big hit. People loved it. An ancient game called pachinko is similar to pinball and originated in Japan. Darts was first played using a slice of tree trunk. The goal was to hit the middle ring on the slice with a dart. The modern dartboard with numbers was devised by Brian Gamlin in 1896. He was a carpenter in Lancashire, England. The Sugar Plum Fairies saw many of these games as they flew around the world looking for naughty and nice people. They would come and tell Santa about a game, and if Santa liked it, he would have the elves make it. He puts the card games in children's stockings and the other larger games under the tree. Maybe Santa will bring you one of these games for Christmas. If you are nice and not naughty, of course. Activities. Click on Activities to play many of the games from Day 6. Happy Holidays from Reading Pioneers. This video is part of the month of Christmas. a book series by Sea Mice, who asked me to read the entire series on this YouTube channel. While this is only one part of the book, you can find out what happens next by subscribing and staying tuned until December 25th, which is when I will finish with the entire book series. That's right, every day for the next 4 weeks, I will be uploading a story about Christmas. The best part is, this series can be found on Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, and many other platforms for free. Yes, free! Links are available in the description box below so you can grab a copy of this part and all of the others right now. Also, please support the channel by liking the video and sharing it with your friends and family. If you have a book you'd like to be read on this channel, please send me an email, contact@readingpioneers.com, so we can turn it into the next video. Unfortunately, this is it for today. I can't wait to show you the next part of the series, so stay tuned, and thanks again, readers, for joining us today. Until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye-bye!